What's going on, everybody? It's your man Gamecock Chuck coming to you today on this beautiful sunny Thursday afternoon in North Carolina. Hey, before we get started, I need you to help me out. I need to do me a couple things. First of all, I need you to subscribe to my channel if you ain't already subscribed. If you're a Gamecock fan, then you need to, man, because that's what I put out there is Gamecock content. Also, need you to hit the like button, smash the notification button so you can be notified future content that I put out there. And also drop a comment below just to let me know what you think of my channel. Let me know what you think of my topics. Yeah, just feel free to leave a comment. So today we're going to talk about the 2021 South Carolina Gamecocks defense and what we have to look forward to in this upcoming season. Last year, like most Gamecock fans know, our defense was downright horrible, atrocious, just downright not even there. I don't even know how to describe it. You know, Will Muschamp and the guys that he had there in charge of the defense did a pretty piss poor job of developing the talent on defense. This year, though, we got a whole new staff coming in. You know, Shane Beamer come in and basically cleared the house about all the coaches. I think, at least on defense, I know they kept the linebacker coach, Mike Peterson. I think he's the only one that they retained from the previous staff, from the Muschamp staff. So apparently he made a good impression on Beamer, and it also helped. He had some pretty good linebackers, Ernest Jones and Sherrod Green and all them guys in the linebacker room to I guess make him stand out to impress Shane Beamer there. But when you look at the 2020 defense, like I said, it was horrible. It ranked, I believe, 10th in total defense in the SEC, down near the bottom. Just all around not good, especially in the secondary. Secondary, if you got through the defensive line, then you pretty much had a good chance of scoring. We couldn't really stop anybody. The passing game, anybody with a good quarterback and a good receiver was going to light it up against us all year long. That's just how our secondary was, you know, based on injuries, based on people quitting on the team, getting ready to transfer, people quitting to get ready for the NFL draft, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, the defense was pretty depleted, the secondary especially. So, but it is what it is. You know, that season's over. Like I said, we got a new defensive coaching staff. We got Clayton White as the defensive coordinator, and he'll also be helping coaching the linebackers, the inside linebackers. For the D-line, we got Coach Jimmy Lindsey. Linebackers, like I said, we got Mike Peterson and also Clayton White helping there. Mike Peterson will be doing the outside linebacker. Clayton White will be taking care of the inside linebackers. For the secondary, we got Torian Gray. You know, he's got a long history of coaching, both in the collegiate level. He's got 17 years there, and he's got 4 years in the NFL. So he's put some high prospect or highly named, highly skilled defensive backs in the league over the last couple of years. You know, when he was with Florida, when he was with I drew a blank. But basically, when he was with Florida, I can't remember exactly where he was with before. I think it was Florida. Oh man, I lost my train of thought, man. But anyway, I mean, he's got a long history of putting DBs in the league, and I'm really excited to see what he can do with our young core of defensive backs that's coming in, some that we've had transfer in. So it's really excited to see what he can do to try to turn that part of our defense around. One of the positions that I'm really not really concerned about, you know, is our defensive line. I think we're pretty stacked there. I think we got a pretty good returning crew there. We got Jordan Birch off the edge, Rick Sandage, Tonka Hemingway, Zach Pickens, Aaron Sterling off the edge, Jabari Ellis in the middle, Kingsley, not to mention Kingsley, J.J. Enigbare, which led the team in sacks and I believe tackles for loss or something like that. So got him returning back. Also, we added a transfer from Georgia State, Jordan Strong, which had 10.5 sacks last year, which I think that was probably one of the tops in the country as far as players that register sacks. So he had 10.5, altogether. So he's coming from, like I said, Georgia State to play with the Gamecocks. Hopefully, from what I've heard, he's bulked up a good bit. Hopefully his talent can translate to the SEC, but like I said, we'll see how this year goes, and I'm looking forward to seeing him and seeing what he can do, seeing the kind of lineups and rotations that Jimmy, Coach Lindsey, and Coach White can put out there on the field on the defensive line parts. I'm not really too much worried about that. We just got to be able to get off the blocks, help plug the holes, help run to the ball, tackle, and just help stop the run to keep them from getting to the secondary. So outside of that, we got the linebackers, like I said, coached by Coach Peterson and Coach White. That's one of our positions that was hit by a draft pick and everything. Ernest Jones ended up getting drafted by the Chargers, I believe it was. So we lost him, which was one of our best linebackers that we had in a while. So we're losing him, but hopefully Sherrod Green, like I said, he got plenty of playing time. Hopefully he can step in. Maybe Muhammad Kaba, Brad Johnson can step in there. He played some linebacker. Damani Staley played a good bit last year. But who knows, maybe, Debo Williams, the transfer from Delaware, maybe he can get in there. Secure spot. Everything I've heard, from spring practice and everything is he's a hard hitter and puts his nose in there where the ball is, and he likes to tackle and basically likes to take your head off or try to take your head off if he hits you. So I'm excited to see him get on the field and see what he can do. See if that translates to the SEC. I mean, there's a lot of linebackers out there that hopefully can push players for time and get in the rotation and help us out on defense as well. And then we have the secondary, like I said, coached by Torian Gray. Long career, good DBs he put in the league. Outside of Cam Smith, Jalen Dickerson, and R.J. Roderick, I mean, that's the only ones on the team that's had significant playing time to my knowledge. So, I mean, who's going to step up? Who's going to get to step up? We do have about 3 transfers coming in. Tyrese Ross from Washington State, Karan Prunty from Kansas, which he was All-American last year at Kansas, and everybody knows how bad Kansas was, but I mean, he must have been the bright spot on defense, kind of like Kevin Harris was for our offense last year. So, but we have him coming in. We have another guy coming from a Division II school in Assumption. I think that's up in Massachusetts or somewhere up north. His name is Carlins Patel. So, we have him. Oh, and also, not to mention, we also got another kid that transferred in from Georgia Military College, and Isaiah Norris. He's a local kid from South Carolina coming back home. Hopefully, some of them, a couple of them will step up, help Cam out from the opposite side of the field, or, maybe they can get in there and showcase their talent, see what they bring to the team from where they come from, and like I said, hopefully it can help us shore up our secondary a good bit throughout the year. I'm not looking for us to be like a shutdown team, on the outside. That's probably not going to happen, but I mean, anything is better than what we put on the field last year when it comes to a defensive perspective, so I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, all these new coaches are coming in. They're saying a lot of good things. Some of the interviews that I've seen, some of the comments I've read and things I've read about some of these players, some of these new players coming in, has been nothing but outstanding. And like I said in a couple of my videos, I'm really excited to see what this team can do from the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, I'm excited to see the secondary, if it's improved under Gray. I'm excited to see, I'm just excited to see overall improvement, to be honest with you. If we can improve just a little bit, I think that will increase our win total a good bit. I mean, you don't have to have a shutdown defense to win some games, It helps, but I think, you know, if we're able to do, if every player out there is able to do their job, contribute to the team, I think, hey, we pick up some extra wins this year. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope this season's a lot better than last year from a defensive side of the ball. You know, it's real frustrating being a Gamecock fan last year, knowing that you couldn't stop anybody. I mean, we could have played anybody last year, and that team couldn't have stopped them, man. I mean, it could have been the school for the deaf and blind, or it could have been, it could have been anybody, dude, out there, and they would have ran all over us. They would have threw the ball all over us. It was just a joke of a defense, to be honest with you. So, but like I said, I'm excited for what Shane Beamer has brought in to coach the defense. I'm excited for what he's doing for Gamecock Nation. Everything they've said is real motivated. This fan base has been hungry for this kind of attitude, this kind of demeanor, this kind of optimistic and outlook that Shane Beamer has for our program. And man, like I said, if you're a Gamecock fan and you're not excited, you need to head on out somewhere else and pull for another team, because I got faith in Shane Beamer and the way he's talking and the things he's saying and the outlook that he has. With that being said, like I said, subscribe to my channel, and if you ain't already subscribed, hit the like button, smash the notification button, drop a comment below, and just let me know what you think. And until next time, go Gamecocks. Welcome home, Coach Beamer. Shane Train 2021. Let's go.